Okay, the stream button didn't immediately work, so let's just make sure. Okay, I got excellent out of YouTube.
Excellent.
Nothing out of
YouTube.
Twitch yet. Oh, there goes Twitch. 4 days in a row. See, they need to do this. All right, I'm gonna hit record. So, have you guys seen the activity section on Discord lately? Like at the top of a
No.
server, it'll have, like it has it in our server of, like it says how recently somebody's played a game and if they're a new player, and or if they're on a multi-day streak. But it only has PC stuff.
Oh, but it's all integrated with
Yeah,
PlayStation and Xbox now.
which is why I'm like, okay, so because I pretty much constantly have my presence on. I have been playing Switch somewhat
Mm-hmm.
in the last week, so because Switch got Switch 2 got a boost mode that allows you to play any Switch 1 game in docked mode handheld. So instead of having to, because on Switch 1 a lot of games would run at like 720p handheld, 1080p docked,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh, okay,
they
okay.
kept
So
that.
basically, have the quality of a Switch One game that's docked
Yeah,
on your Switch Two while you're handheld.
yes. So,
Got you,
and
got
it's
you, got you.
actually a noticeable boost for a lot of games. So I tested out like Smash
I
Bros.
haven't played anything old yet
Oh,
on my
oh,
Switch.
there's
Hmm.
Smash, Pokemon. There are some. I'm trying to think. I'll just pick up my Switch. What are the old things that I'm playing on my Switch? Other than Super Nintendo games, because I did spend a considerable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Pokemon Puzzle Challenge on the Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
Is just a reskin of like a puzzle game that's in a bunch of different franchises, and there's a Kirby one on the SNES uh, online service thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I went in there and I was playing that, but looking at old games, Near, which is like that's the real game that I've been playing handheld, getting the
Yeah.
docked Switch One quality handheld, replaying Near, and I mean the
Mm-hmm.
Switch Two port or the Switch port in general has content that's not in any other version, so
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing crazy. It's
Oh.
like costumes and
Mm-hmm.
so there's stuff like the PlayStation version that has the pod skin that's a PS1 and a grimoire. Those aren't
Mm.
in this version, but they're like unique costumes for 2B, 9S, and A2. And so, you know, I just I made it to Pascal's village. So, a few hours in, made it through the desert, through the amusement park to Pascal's
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the
village.
first time at the village.
Yeah.
You know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't, you got to find out.
If you don't, good for you.
Oh.
But looking at it, Monster Hunter, there's Rise and GU. Neither of
Mm-hmm.
them have gotten too much of a noticeable, but I just tested them.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persona 4 Golden already looked really good, just being on a better screen than a Vita screen.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Smash Ultimate, like, I feel like it was noticeable playing handheld like that it was at dock level quality, where before, like in the dock it was completely fine. Like in Smash Ultimate, like when you cycle through your different colors for your different characters, there would
Yeah.
be kind of like a lag to it,
Mm-hmm.
but now there's not a lag. It's like instantaneously, like as you switch through colors, like it loads the way it used to load back on like Melee.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like since Smash 4, there's been kind of that little bit of lag time. Like you have to already know what color you're going to and select it. And cycling through them wasn't like a viable thing to do, but that switched to. But yeah, so I think that was it. Near Pokemon, Monster Hunter, Persona, and Smash Bros. Those are all the old games, and
Base boosted.
yeah, Fire Red. It's extremely hard to tell. I did boot up Fire Red for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is still just running a Game Boy Advance ROM on a modern system.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was this close to playing Leaf Green last night. But instead I ended up booting up Neva for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Man, that was a beautiful ass game.
Yeah.
Probably played
What-
like
Were
10,
you
20 minutes of it.
playing on PlayStation or Switch?
I was on Switch. I was in my laying in my bed
Oh,
at
so
like 3 a.m.
handheld. You and that's a Switch 1 game, or does it have a Switch 2 version?
I don't know.
Usually
That
it's
is
like,
a pretty game.
yeah, I think just doing the boost mode on stuff like that where it's like stylized, especially just like that added resolution, just like making like the art style pop more, like have the lines be more defined and less aliasy.
Yeah, it because it looked really good. That should look phenomenal. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go back to it for sure.
Well, you
To
have
my Fire
to
Switch.
actually
Yeah.
go and enable the boost. It's not an automatic thing.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to like go into your system settings, and it's like how to manage like backwards compatible, and you can just go and tell it like to run like it's docked. It does eat away at battery. Like I did notice, like my battery was being drained more playing near than when I played it earlier on in the Switch 2 life cycle. But considering I was playing at my desk, and every time I would like pause it, I would just like put the system to sleep, sit it in the dock, go do whatever I had to do, come back, pick it out the dock, wake it from sleep mode, and keep going.
Yeah. There's always getting a little charge.
Jack Raptor.
I don't know if I've actually shown my Switch 2 case
Nice.
on the podcast yet. I got a Pika Pika Monsters.
Pika Pika monsters.
Yep.
Where would I update that?
So you'd go to your settings from the home screen. You'd go all the way down to system, and then you'll go down to Nintendo Switch software handling, and then it'll have handheld boost mode. Turn that on, and that should just improve all your backwards compatible games in handheld mode, like significantly.
Now, where can I tell if Nefa's a Switch 1 or Switch 2 game?
If you open it, that splash screen, it'll either do the like Switch or Switch 2. That like black screen with the little logo in the corner.
I'm already playing it.
Oh, well, you might have to close it. But odds are it's a Switch 1 game. Unless you, like, know you down. Most of the time, it'll say Nintendo Switch 2 Edition on the.
Gotcha.
Which just makes a shit.
I'm, I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing that on various things. Yeah.
Yeah, then
And
for
on the
Nintendo Switch 2.
on the Persona games, it's not there. Oh, I did get Persona 4 going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See what are you doing there? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you need to check that game out.
Handheld, I'll say, is still probably the best way to play it. That's why. I think you
Yeah,
told
that's
me it
probably
was
why I
on
couldn't get
sale.
into it on laptop
Mm-hmm.
or on Steam.
Yeah, Chris locked in. It was what was that? Early COVID? Was that the game? It was just like, here,
Yeah.
Chris.
It literally came out right in COVID. I was like, well, I'm home. Locked in.
Yeah.
Just beat Persona 5 and was still feeling the JRPG.
Still feeling the pull, the
Yeah.
yearn. Yeah, because I remember for me that was me playing Final Fantasy VII Remake
Mm-hmm.
and Persona 5 Royal around the same time, and Hella Apex. That was like those were my big three.
Mm-hmm. Good shit.
Well, yeah. So now you're set up to boost. I'd say try out some like old games and
Yeah,
see like
I'll probably boot up Persona and see what that's like. I know that'll be a new experience either way, but I definitely maybe I'll dip my toes into. Well, no, that's a update. Um, which game would I play? Astral
Tokyo
Chain?
Mirage Sessions.
Yeah,
Astral
just
Chain.
give-
Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but I never played that like on Switch to have like that point of comparison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like when I was thinking of like, I tried out Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I feel like that's running better, but like I haven't, I played it extensively on Switch, one docked, and then just tried it since applying the Switch 2. Like that wasn't something that I played on my Switch 2 before the boost mode was available. So
Yeah. See, a lot of those games, one of my Switch One games, I ended up just giving to my niece with my Switch.
Yeah.
So she's got a nice little selection.
Nice.
I'm hoping she picks up SMT5 and plays that.
That's a hard one. How old is your niece?
18.
oh,
Oh, she got it.
yeah.
That's crazy to say to me.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So it's time for my rant that I teased before we started recording. So
Let's hear it.
I am now, let's see, I had it up on my phone, 51 hours into Marathon. And I have gotten so
Damn.
close to uninstalling this game this past weekend. Because, like, because I'll be on the subreddit reading stuff, I get notifications from the subreddit now. And, like, just seeing the sentiment of, like, this game is getting too sweaty. And they're doing what they can to kind of, like, move the sweaty people into, like, ranked, into, like, cryo archive. But even, it seems like the skill floor is just, like, outpacing my improvement, and it's hard because none of y'all are playing the game. Like, that's one of the things. Every time I'm playing with people, I'm like, yeah, my normal group of like people I play with, nobody is playing this game, and I'm like, I know a lot of them would like it, but at the same time,
Right.
everybody's
If you
playing.
play with us, would you be in less sweaty lobbies? Is that how that
I don't know, cause
or instances is? Do they have that type of skill based matchmaking,
to my knowledge, no.
or like play style based?
Mm,
Because that would be an interesting place to implement that. Put all the people who are loading in and just like looking for smoke.
yeah,
Because
and
these companies have all our data anyway, right? So they're gonna have your gameplay stats of like what you're doing.
yeah, and
Is this person doing more PVE? Are they doing more missions? What factions are they using?
yeah. I mean, I think there is like a
That would be an
background
interesting thing to
MMR.
do.
It's just
Yeah.
even loading in at because they have 51 hours of play history for me, and so they know like how often I'm going in with free kids. They know, and so I don't feel like I'm in the insanely like sweaty lobbies. I just feel
Mm-hmm.
like the game in general is getting sweaty to a point that
What's what's the biggest issue you're running into?
just
Like you're losing. Are you losing 1v1s? Are you getting team shot? Is it
well,
a positioning thing?
it's
Hmm.
so it's not being able to have a consistent group of people that I'm regularly playing with because
Mm-hmm.
whenever I do have at least one other person that I'm playing with on like consecutive days, we get into a rhythm and it works. The
Mm-hmm.
part of the problem is just as far as level goes, like I'm level 44. You can go 100 is the one the reaching 100 is the rarest trophy. So I'm only missing 3 trophies for the platinum. And it's reached VIP status with one faction, which I don't know what I have to do that, but I'm definitely closest to that with Cyber Acme. Then it's unlocked 7 capstone upgrades, and so I've done like 3 on Cyber Acme. I've done like a couple on uh, Mida. So that it's just a matter of I'm going to do those. Everything that I have left is like I'm going to do it over time. I mean, most of the trophies in the entire game are just like if you play the game, you will get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
search 777 containers, defeat 28 wardens. Well, not wardens, just I think it's just elites, but wardens count towards that. And Cryo Archive is a great way to farm that because they just flood you with extremely hard AI enemies to fight. And so, yeah, that's the thing. I'm level 44 after 51 hours. But I feel like even when I have a bunch of friends online, I'm seeing people like 80 and above, 100 and above, and I'm like, all
The
right.
Jesus.
sweats. The sweats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'll feel bad. It's like okay, I'll invite you, or like if you invite me, yeah, sure, I'll definitely join. But I'm also not over level season level 100, and so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm not the best shot in the world. Like I can hold my own. Like and for the most part, like when I load in with into random lobbies, because I never play solo. Like the
Mm-hmm.
only time I'll ever play solo is my extremely rare rook run where I'm just like pissed off and like don't feel like dealing with anything. And it's like, all right, I'll go in as a rook. Like even if I die, I don't care. If I exfil, like I'm just kind of making it harder for somebody else out there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the game's reached a point where it's like I'm hoping there's something that happens that brings in more new players just to like kind of have that like wave to ride, because like that's the thing. It's been a month now, so the game's been out pretty much of exactly a month, and
Mhm.
in that month, it's like 3 out of the 4 weeks, because that's the thing. I was off Friday. I was
Mhm.
Yesterday was Saturday. Today's Sunday. I played all 3 days. At no point during those 3 days was I able to get a group together and like really run any like consistent amount of content. Like there's this
Mhm.
one mission that I have that all I have left is to search 2 medical containers, and I think anybody on my team can do it. And just the way my games are going today, I didn't even see a fucking medical container in the however many games I played, because people would go make a shit ton of noise, people would show up, and it's like we're in a team fight. It's like one person dies, then it's like 2v3, and then I'm dying, and then we have one person who's just like God mode but can't 1v3. It's like
Mhm.
they're playing with like all the mobility, like doing shots like would that I know I would not hit whatsoever. And it's like, but you can't 1v3. Like while you have
Yeah.
two of them pinned down, one of them's flanking around and coming in and murder you. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I really wish either anybody that we regularly play with, like Ava's the only one who has it, and I just don't see him online regularly at all. Because I mean,
Yeah.
he's playing Marvel Rivals. He's playing probably this Fortnite season. I don't even know. Cause
No, he said he uninstalled Fortnite.
damn.
Oh damn.
But yeah,
It's like that.
today I was to the point where I'm like I might uninstall Marathon. Like I was not
It
having
went
the best
from
day overall, so it
it went
might.
Oh
from
yeah.
your game of the year so far last week
I
to
mean,
I'm uninstalling that.
it's still there. Like I still haven't enjoyed a game this year as much as I've enjoyed playing Marathon as a whole, but it's just
Yeah.
Are you going to get Resident Evil?
maybe I have Pragmata pre-ordered, so
Oh,
Capcom's
okay.
getting my
That's in 2 weeks.
yeah. So
2 weeks?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna, because Mouse PI for Hire is the day before, and I definitely can't afford 2 games.
and
But
Mouse PI, is that a full price? Because I know
no,
Pragmata.
that's a $30 game. So I'm like, I might just get that and wait a little bit for Pragmata.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait a
Oh,
paycheck or
probably.
two. I'm still recovering from the New York trip.
That's valid. That's very valid. Hell yeah. Amen.
but yeah, like I still like if anybody was looking for a game recommendation, like
Marathon would be it.
Marathon. But and the thing is, even when like I'm playing with people lower level than me that play less consistently than me, it's like we kind of my problem this weekend has just not being able to get into a group and play with that
Hmm.
group consistently. Because even when people invite me, it'll be like two, and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, yeah, we were just waiting for a third to get back, and he just came back online." It's like, all right, well, I guess I'll leave and go. Like I got a loadout ready.
Yeah.
Damn, that
I'm
sucks.
thinking of the meme of the ant holding the little stick in the bag, just looking, just like, oh, okay. I guess I'll be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah, that's how playing marathon has felt this weekend. Cause it's
Hmm.
like,
Yeah.
and I know, like the X factor that would just like take this game would be like playing with somebody because even the people I'm playing consistently with aren't like y'all. They aren't like the only people that I've known from before are Black Cubes and Super Saiyan, and I've played,
Mm-hmm.
but both of them, like Cubes is just a way better player. So like loading in with him, it's like I have to pay way more attention, and like
Mm-hmm.
it. Even when we get into a rhythm, it is a like foot on the gas rhythm where
All green.
yeah. But ha- those are the only people that I've consistently played with that I've known from before. Everybody else has been people I've either met through playing Marathon or in other Discord servers that are talking about Marathon that have like Marathon channels.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the X Factor would really be just like randomly one day, one of y'all being like, yeah, I picked up Marathon, it's only 40. And
Yeah, that could happen at some point.
It's a possibility.
It could be soon.
like, I,
It sucks that this year is just stacked with games that like I already have on my list.
yeah, that's the thing. My list was super long, but my list
Marathon was like the
last
only
year
thing coming out.
was my list last year was super long, but I was able to selectively play thoroughly everything. Like
Yeah.
my top 5 were all games that I beat or played extensively enough to. Well, Wilds I platinumed. Legends EA I pretty much 100%ed before the DL. Well, I 100%ed before the DLC, and then have like 100+ hours in it now. Everything I have left in the DLC, I'm really tempted to just import all the shit from Pokemon Home. But then I won't have a good record of what I still need to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I could bring my shiny Latias that I have in Pokemon Home. I could put that in Legends EA and Mega Evolve it and do that. But then I wouldn't. Latias would be registered in my Pokedex, and I would forget at some point that that's one of the
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon I need to go get that's
Mm-hmm.
available. Because everything that I have left is like Overquill, which I need a Hisui and Quillfish to evolve, um, Rotom, and then everything else is legendary. Latias, Latios, Virizion, Cobalion, Keldeo. That might be it. I'm super close to being done, but everything that I have left is RNG, and I have
Mm-hmm.
to do like. I have to play like a solid hour of grinding through hyperspace wormholes for a chance of one of them spawning in the bonus like special scan that I get for
Mm-hmm.
doing that solid hour of grinding. And yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to take a long time.
Yeah. That sounds like
Like on some
a
tedious
grind.
shit.
yeah, it's super tedious and like getting in the flow. I've fallen out of the flow of Legends EA because marathon. But
Yeah.
even when I was in the flow, it was tedious. Of like, all right, I'm doing all of these. Like, I'm doing all of the bonus missions, even though I don't. It'll be like catch 3 bug type Pokemon. It's like, I don't need 3 more copies of the bug type Pokemon that are spawning in this
Mm-mm.
hyperspace wormhole. But I guess I'll catch them because I need the points to do the special scan that I actually want.
Yeah. That is tedious.
Well, thank you.
Speaking of Pokemon being tedious, I have been playing a lot of Leaf Green. I started on my trip, and man, I don't miss the grind. I know I played Blue last year, beginning of last year, but like old Pokemon games, grinding is different. I have hit that point where I'm trying to grind from level 40 to 50, and it's kind of like you hit that curve where no wild Pokemon are out there that are going to really get you there. So you're just grinding for hours, and I know I could use the Seeker, the rematch Seeker or whatever it's called, to
Yeah.
re-fight them, but like even that, half the time they're like, no, I don't want to rematch, and it's just one random guy that's like, sure, we'll fight again. So I
Yeah.
feel like I'm wasting my time like going around to other trainers and trying to rematch them. But it's cool.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I wasted a lot of time training a Golbat, thinking I could get Crobat because it's Gen 3. And I was like, when does this I was like, why isn't this dude evolving yet? Oh, you can't get him until post game. When you get the national decks. So I was like, fuck, I gotta find another flying type.
Yeah, because that's one of the ones that's weird. Like anything that has
Yeah.
that evolution. But I know Umbreon and Espeon you just can't get. Because there's no day-night cycle in Fire
Nope.
Red, Leaf Green. So,
I guess you could get Umbreon. Or yeah, right?
no,
I always get them
Espeon.
mixed up. Espeon.
Umbreon, Umbral, Nighttime.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't put those together. Yeah. It's cool to play through again. It's dope playing a game and not spending $120 to get the cartridge. But man,
Valid.
I understand the like playing a game and like that's an expensive game you got there. And you're
I
getting a
did
game
not.
done.
I did not. This is my.
That's your original cartridge.
Yeah, from childhood. So this is like 30, $40 in 90s money.
Nice.
But
Early
like
2000s money.
I completely understand the every Pokemon kind of levels up as you grind in the new Pokemon games now. It's it's nice.
Yeah, it is
At
easy
first,
mode, but like,
at first I was a hater, but like I ain't got the time to grind out every single Pokemon game.
yeah, that's
Yeah, like I don't understand why people hate on that. Like,
I don't know.
no,
I
if
was a
you
hater
really,
because I was ignorant.
if you really want to, just go outside with just that one Pokemon. Then
Yeah,
how about you do that? All
true.
right,
That's true.
get that shit on hard mode too while you're at it.
like I kind of understand for like I at no point am agreeing with these people. Like I got shit to do. It was very useful through Legends
Yes.
EA having my
Yes.
entire party adequately leveled to do
Hmm.
some shit and actually be able to use type advantages, especially with
Hmm.
like how switching in ZA works. Like
Hmm.
it's like, oh, they threw this out. Like, I know what this is weak to. I have something on my team for it. I can use that and use it
Hmm.
effectively. Like, so, yeah, I'm not agreeing, but, like, I get if you're trying to, like, nuzlocke. Like, if Pokemon games are too easy for you and you're trying to artificially make it more difficult, not having the option to turn off EXP share, I could see that being annoying, but I'm not like, I will play my games on easy mode. I will enable God mode on Final Fantasy VII Remake. I
Yeah.
will like.
Well, even with like Nuzlocke, people who like really are doing Nuzlocke consistently, they use a hack to give them like rare candies, like an unlimited amount of rare candies, because they don't want to sit there grinding. They'll level themselves up to the gym and then keep playing the game. Because you also risk losing your Pokemon training.
I mean, rare
I don't think
candies kind of fuck your stats. So
Yeah, but if you're playing a base game and you're not like, you're typically fine. You don't really need to EV train for the Elite Four. It's not like that.
speaking of which, Champions, are we gonna all play Champions? Comes out this
Yeah.
week and is free, and even the deluxe version is like $6. So
It's on your phone or it's on Switch.
it's on
I
Switch
can't
One
remember.
and Two this
Cool.
week, before the end of the year for phones. so
Okay,
it's
cool,
not
cool,
on
cool.
phones yet. But
Yeah, I'm playing my Switch, so I'll download it.
yeah, that was really like because I
Do I
op-
need home to play it? I can't. I don't. I should know this, but
n-
No, you don't.
okay,
You
cool.
don't. You can get Pokemon. Like you can pull for Pokemon there and like rent them, and then you can purchase
Mm,
them outright with points as you stack those up.
sick.
I'm looking. I'm actually looking forward to it. I have been seeing a lot of like Pokemon competitive content, so I've been
Mm-hmm.
learning about that. Uh,
you watch
so
one
yeah,
champions like things you
Hey,
yeah.
need
I was
to.
man.
watching. I was watching the champions today. Like I was watching the matches, and I think it was in Orlando.
They do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, it's kind of interesting seeing them how they're gating because we know starting off Mega Evolution is going to be a thing. So first of all, we know it'll only be fully evolved Pokemon. So there are no like Pikachu most likely isn't in it, but Raichu is because Raichu um
Fully well.
I don't know. They might make special exceptions for Pikachu.
Yeah,
I don't know
that'll be
because
It's like, oh,
interesting.
Pikachu and Eevee will be the real interesting things of like
Would you want Eevee in it?
I mean I
I don't, I know that there are certain like in champions they do not always use fully evolved Pokemon for some of the abilities that
yeah.
the lesser evolved Pokemon have. So it'll be interesting how long that stands.
Well, it's interesting just the fact like what will be compatible out the gate and
Mm.
I already know I'm not gonna be able to stick with the meta with this game. I'm not like I have
No, I'm
thousands
having a
of
good time.
Pokemon. But the
I
good
I
thing
think the barrier of entry is so low that we could have a good spread of people,
Yeah.
right? So that might be the one thing it's got going for it. Since it's Pokemon, it's free to six
Mm-hmm.
dollars.
What's the deluxe edition get you?
I don't
Probably
even
some
know.
points.
Yeah. Some like costumes, some like battle music probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't look at it. I
more
just
points
checked.
to like unlock to buy Pokemon sooner, some shit like that.
But
No,
there's
probably.
Energies or whatever.
home
Mm-hmm.
already got updated too. So for me who has home, I can bring my Pokemon from home into champions, like change their EVs and IVs where like a lot of that stuff is like menu based now where it's not arbitrarily like hidden and
Mm-hmm.
while they won't be able to stay in champions anytime I bring them into champions those changes are saved so I
Mm.
I'm going to
You
definitely
said they won't be able to stay, so they just kind of come in and just sit there, and then
they come in you use them for battle and then they like go back to home they're not like part of because I think you
Your
have
party.
limited storage in champions and so instead of
Mm.
like filling your champion storage up with Pokemon from home you can use your Pokemon from home in champions but your Pokemon that are in champions just kind of live there and can't go anywhere else
Got it.
so
Okay.
those can't go to home.
as far as I can tell no.
Hmm.
Mm.
That makes sense. They're gonna want some monetization, so they probably want you to use the Pokemon from champions instead of your home at some point.
Oh, they're gonna make money from you having Pokemon home.
That's
So
true.
it's
Well,
like they're hitting you there. But I think you have to have like energy or like the currency inside of Pokemon Champions to bring over Pokemon from Pokemon Home anyway.
mm.
So yeah,
I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like,
they got two hands in your pocket.
Taking money out of your wallet and handing it back.
Right, man.
It's
unfortunately,
Pokemon.
trying it
Yeah,
out. I don't
yeah,
have Pokemon home, so I'm just gonna use the Pokemon in that game, like
yeah. I'm gonna
specifically.
see what it's like.
I
I don't
got
have any attachments to my Pokemon.
I have certain Pokemon, like I have a shiny Lucario, like certain
Mm-hmm.
like shinies that I have that I would want. Like I'd probably build out a team of like I have these Pokemon shiny, they're competitively viable and like this will be my team that I'm bringing out of home, but I mean, we'll see. Cuz I don't think I don't think Champions is going to be a good way to shiny hunt, but I do have
No.
right.
No, just somewhere to go to get your. Because that answers the question about the like you bringing a Pokemon in and having its IVs changed. And so it's like, well, would people bring their Pokemon over and give them perfect IVs and then send them back out? But it being temporary and it's saving, that indicates that that Pokemon's stats will be unchanged when it returns.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's like the good thing about I can pick Pokemon based on move pool, like type advantages, stuff like that, and don't necessarily have to make sure that I like for my fire type. I'm thinking of going
Incineroar.
in either Incineroar or Cinderace.
Because Incineroar is probably the best Pokemon in the format, or has been like one of the best Pokemon to use. So I don't think you can go wrong with that one.
Yeah,
I'd
true.
want Mega Blaziken, but I don't know if they're doing where you only have one Mega you can use per
Probably.
team, and
Yeah,
in that
that's
case,
right.
they're better.
You
Mega
could
Luke.
probably have you can have multiple set, but you can definitely only use one.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't waste my held item on Mega Stones if I can only use one.
Yeah. So
It'll be interesting to see because I know that they don't all have. Not all the Mega Evolutions that are even in Legends Z8 are available in Champions from the start.
yeah, I get it. It'll take some time, you know.
Yeah, drip feed out the mechanics, like kind of let the meta slowly evolve instead of just putting everything out at once and having it settle super early on, and then you're just kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The sweats already know what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be the first days are gonna be a bloodbath.
all right, well, has anybody else played anything this week?
Um, and Nadia just spit the same things. Like I tried a little bit of Neville last night. I'm gonna get back to that. Play the Spire 2.
Mhm.
Been playing that casually. Played a little Marvel Rivals last a couple nights ago. It's fun. It's just those are some tough matches we were running. Like since they nerf ults like across the board and like slow the charge time, it's like we spent a lot more time in neutral, just kind of like having poke matches, duking it out,
Yeah.
playing more slower paced. And luckily, there's been less triple support because of that. Because there's like the support ults were winning matches, and people were getting them quickly, and they could spam them. And then there's Loki, and he can turn into anybody, and then use their ultimate. So
Uh, so they were
yeah,
having like four support ults.
yeah,
That's
it
insane.
was tough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. That's really been about all I've been on lately. Um, there are two tasks in Pokemon that I had to do. and I didn't feel like doing. One was hunting for the like special Pokemon, and then in the other, it's doing Nugget Bridge and just getting hella nuggets, like doing that thing. I'm like, man, that's a little too tedious for me right now.
I
But I
skipped that
want
whole
all the
last one.
nuggets though, so I can buy, so I can buy the Pokemon and the TMs I want. So yeah, I want that. I want that Dratini. I'm not trying to wait.
You can catch a Dratini. Oh, you're talking about in the game counter. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because then I have to go all the way to the Safari Zone and deal with fucking Safari Zone mechanics.
It's a pain in the ass.
I
No.
don't feel like doing that shit. I'm an adult. I only got
I
so
do.
much time.
I do got to ask: is it more time to get the nuggets than it is to just try their chances in the Safari Zone?
The
But I can do
Safari
this
Zone
earlier.
is longer.
And yeah, it's for sure longer too. Because you also get like the limited amount of steps and stuff. That'd be one thing if they let you just sit in there.
You can. If you're fishing, you're not doing any steps because that's how you get Dratini. You have to fish for them.
Well, yeah, but I'm also thinking about like the other Pokemon in the Safari
Oh, the
Zone.
Chansey and Kangaskhan and them.
Kangaskhan,
Right on.
all them
Right
special,
horn.
yeah, all them special catches there. Tauros.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Taurus
Yeah,
is a good one.
I always want to like go through a Pokemon game with a Dragon type early because they take so fucking long to train anyway. They're like, God damn, let me train, let me bring this nigga along with me and have that. Oh man, I remember when he was a bitch. Look at you now.
That's Legend ZA. You have.
You're at the end of the game with me.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Dratini
yeah.
doesn't evolve into
I don't have
Dragonair until level 30, and then Dragonite at 55.
55.
Oh, that is
Come
a
on.
slog.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Well, yeah.
How? What level is Blaine's Dragonite at?
Blaine, you're thinking about Lance.
Lance. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Lance's Dragonites were his shit's evolved early somehow. Because I think they were like
His is
45 to
his
50.
is it's 60. He just got that motherfucker.
Which game is this? Where his shit's at 60?
Leaf green.
Leaf Green.
Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely a time when you fight him when his shit's is
Oh yeah, you can rematch
below the
him.
level.
Oh, I wonder if it's in blue.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see. Nope,
I've been watching
62.
a lot of stuff though.
You've been watching a lot of animes.
A lot of animes, a little anime. Yeah, apparently there's a whole discourse going on about like Invincible's budget versus JJK's budget and the stark difference in animation and
Are they the
Yeah.
animation
same studio?
quality.
No.
No, not at
What?
all.
Oh.
No.
Well, I mean, it's just two different studios. Would you
But
Yeah,
compare
it's kind
the
of insane to
animation
just sit
qualities?
there and compare the two, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I mean, honestly, this just kind of proves that Mappa needs to be paying their animators more. Because it's like what like 25 or like 200,000 compared to like 2.5 million or some shit.
Damn.
an Invincible, like, legit will just have, like, a static image of somebody and, like, just drag them through the scene, like MS Paint style.
They pull a One Piece.
It definitely. I'm like, honestly, this shit just reminds me of old cartoons, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm not against, like,
I am
I'm
cool
just
with that.
saying. That's definitely, like, a lot easier than what they're doing over on JJK.
Oh my goodness, they're over there doing fucking cutting edge shit. It's criminal.
They're revolutionizing the anime industry.
Like,
Well,
oh my god, like Anybody watch this season yet?
I've seen clips. I've been seeing like.
Oh my god, dog! Like this shit was crazy. And to my knowledge, there wasn't any of those like incomplete episodes or episodes that still needed a little work, but we had to put them out like they had in season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. It's not right. It's not right. Hey, those people, man.
All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing? All right. Well, remember, until next time, you can follow us collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. Follow me on Instagram at Anton, the number 6, followed by 2 X's. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me in the Discord.
Madrid.
You can also find me in the Discord.
All right. This has been Noah's Good Production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. Until next time, keep it cheesy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 381 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
What's up, everybody?
And we got the Ray Trace Durag, Madrid Devon.
We in it.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Marathon, Pokemon Champions, Nintendo Switch 2's Boost Mode, Neva, and Pokemon Leaf Green. A lot of Pokemon this episode. But it's me and Chris, so.
That's fair.
Okay, stopping the recording. See. Gonna shoot a raid. GDQ still going on?
It is.
Yep, so I'm gonna start the raid. Oh yeah, they don't allow raids.
It's true. They don't want to risk it. That's valid.
I'm raiding Wolfden. He's testing out dual screen Android based simulation handheld. Oh.
It looks like a 3DS.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing a lot of those lately.